What's good, y'all? Quick message for you real quick before I go into this gym this morning. I just wanted to remind you that your new life is going to cost you your old one. Your new life is going to cost you your old one. You're going to have to be able to let that old you go. You have to let it go. You got to release it. The old ways of you moving how you used to move, you got to let that shit go. A lot of people that you've been holding on to, you got to let shit go. You have to let that shit go so you can grow into the new you. A lot of people, they don't want to be open enough to allow themselves to grow into that new them because of the uncertainty. You know, you got to have just a small bit of courage, a small bit of hope. You know what I'm saying? And knowing, because at the end of the day, when it comes to becoming this new you, you have an idea, you have a picture. Like, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you really don't know shit. You just know you got to put in some work and you got to let shit go. You got to make room for this new you, this new way of thinking, this new way of looking at things. You have to let that go. You have to be able to be willing to, you know, have your mind renewed. You got to be able to let go of people, make room for people that's supposed to be in your life. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think the reason why in life a lot of our vision is blocked at times is because Spirit knows that if I show them the full picture, they're not going to take this shit serious. And it's a lot of people out there that be like, oh, I need to see, you know, you won't take that next step in your life, or you won't make the changes you need to make because you don't really see the full picture. But the reason why is because Spirit needs you to grow into the person that you need to become. You cannot step into this new season, this new life of yours, this new version of you, and you're walking the same way you walk with the old version of you. Because you're going to mishandle all the things that come with this new version of you. You're not even going to take you serious the way you should. That's why a lot of shit we got to work for. That's why sometimes when they be like, you know, a person who had to work for some shit, they going to really handle it different versus somebody who just had shit handed to them. You're going to cherish it different. You're going to handle it different. You're going to really handle that with care. You're not going to abuse it. You're not going to mishandle it because you know damn well that you tried hard, that you put in all this work. You put in all this work, so you're going to move different. And I know a lot of times that's why I was blessed, because every little thing that I've had that was given to me from Spirit, every blessing that I had, no matter how big or small it was, I took care of it. I took care of it. And if it was something small, I treated it as if it was something big. You feel me? Like, but you have to be able to release the old you in order to become this new you. And it can be scary at times because you don't know. And it can be uncertain at times because sometimes we don't see the greatest version of ourselves. You know, we be having thoughts and shit, but a lot of times you don't see that greatest version of yourself until you really step into it. You know, it's one of them things where, you know, if you don't take the next step, if you don't try, you don't know. Because you can make believe and all that shit all you want. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of times in life, you don't know shit unless you just step into it. And this is one of them situations, like you just got to step into it. But when you step into this, then you have to understand that you got to let a lot of that shit go. You have to let the old you go. Your old thoughts, your old beliefs, your old way of thinking. You got to be willing to change your perspective. Because you can't go into it looking at it like how you was looking at it in your past and shit. Like, everything has to change. Everything has to change. And it's going to be a gradual change. You know, it's not going to be, you know, just dramatic change. It's going to be gradual, but you got to be willing to go with the flow of it. And this new version of me, I'm thankful for. I'm thankful for. I look back over my life from time to time just to see how far I done came. And I look at my old self and I be like, bro, like that was me. You know what I'm saying? That was really me. Like, it was. It was. And, you know, you don't look back at it and regret. I'm thankful for all of that shit. I'm thankful for all of that shit because it helped me grow into the woman that I am now. You know, and I'm still growing. Like I said, I believe in life. We are always going to constantly evolve. We're always going to constantly grow until the day we go. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm thankful for all of that shit. It's a lot of shit I look back on and I just be shaking my head like, bro, I was tripping. You know what I'm saying? I was tripping. But I look at who I am now and I'm so thankful. And I'm so thankful that I had the courage to let that old me go. I had to let it go. And I've been blessed too. I've been blessed because I was able to release that. You know, some of the things that you've been waiting for is ready to come into your life. You know what I'm saying? But you got to make room for it. You got to make room for a lot of that. And you have to let shit go in order to make that room. So I just wanted to remind you that you want to become the new you, you got to let that old you go.